Good morning, Mike. Your mission, I've been told, should you decide to accept it, is to interview me in regards to some of my insights for a book you are helping Ken write. Well, I'm not sure how much insight I can actually provide, but I certainly do remember much of this wonderful customer-centric journey, which I have been privileged to witness, let alone honored to be part of, as I will share in video format in preparation of our interview. I first met Ken Allen in an interview to come on board with DHL and its Canadian team back in July of 2005. Immediately, I noticed that his approach was very different than other CEOs I had met and worked with in the past. He sincerely listened to me when I spoke, and from day one when we met, he always shared a strong desire for a balanced approach in everything he wanted to accomplish. And for Ken, there is no trying, there is just doing. When I started to work with Ken, he encouraged me to share everything I could with him on system and process management, let alone Dr. Edward Deming's system of TQM, known as Total Quality Management. In fact, Ken had a more streamlined value profit chain chart that kept the main thing, as he is always interested in business process improvement, in transforming a good system into a great system, and by always keeping things simple, ensuring that everyone in DHL strived to do their very best every day in knowing our business, knowing our customers, knowing our people, let alone knowing ourselves. And as such, each of us were well prepared in advance as we went out on the road with a defined case of action and confidence to serve our people and our customers, with the intent to focus together as one to keep the main thing. And Ken always makes it clear that he owns the strategy, as he understands that management's job is prediction. Prediction requires an aim, and that the aim is defined by management, with the intent to secure a quality and robust vision built upon values and trust, in order to successfully create and support a clear business strategy and aim. And as Deming and many others have stated, if we get the first 15% of a process right the first time, the success of the remaining 85% of the process would soon follow. And why remaining focused and always beginning with the end in mind can and does secure revenue growth, profitability, market share, sustainability, and cash flow. And quite honestly, to see folks like Ken Allen and you, Mike, deliver this message at annual kick-on meetings and elsewhere with the balanced approach, along with a motivational communication style of securing the commitment of others to continuous improvement, was and is inspiring, to say the least. And when we introduced music as a vehicle to further inspire the execution of the DHL focus strategy, and I got to be a part of that, well, I thought I died and went to heaven. In fact, I think the DHL Dubai conference was the most spectacular conference the courier and logistics industry in all of human history has ever seen. And just maybe any conference any corporation has ever put on. But there are things that I've learned here at DHL with its family of talents that you cannot capture on a process chart. and or map that also contributes to a corporation's success. As an example, here I am letting my emotions get the best of me when Ken had asked me to be part of the team to organize the U.S. restructuring project. You remember, Mike, when I did not want to join you and Ken on the road trip to San Francisco. This photograph, in fact, was taken by my wife Paula because she was angry that I was zoning out and not paying attention to her and the kids during time off. It was her way of saying time to refocus. Regrettably, I allowed my emotions to override all of my training. And even my dad gave me a pep talk to get back in the game, and he, being in the logistics business for 43 years, knew if the U.S. wasn't fixed, the whole network could possibly come down. While my mom, who worked at Canada Post for over 25 years, always taught me to never quit at anything, and to get into the U.S., be part of the team, and just make it happen. Why am I sharing this? Because I've learnt in my time here at DHL, because of some excellent one-on-one coaching from Ken and other excellent operators like Travis Cobb, that IQ and EQ balance is essential for success and does not always show up in TQM methodologies. This is why I believe this needs to be part of the book, Mike, because I do not think anyone believes that the world is not going to throw our industry a few more curveballs in the future. Another checklist item that I believe strongly that should be in the book is this very important model, which I believe is profound. So much so that it amazes me to this day that governments, corporations, and are just people managing their lives financially discount the basic mathematical principles of truth contained in the 1-10-100 rule. I want to share something else that is very profound, that is not found on a TQM chart. And to tell you the truth, I have no clue on how this could be included and or written into a business book in this day and age. Folks like Ken and Mike Para as well recognize a higher being, a creator, if you will, as I have seen them pray with other people at work, let alone send out emails which include scriptural subject matter. Because if we do not believe other management people, let alone our employees and customers, witness and or observe the impact of this type of humility that is demonstrated by these types of executives as they are at peace publicly to recognize something bigger than themselves and or what they personally create, could very well be a missed opportunity in this book to share something else that is profound that is not included and or found on a TQM chart, and or why DHL has experienced further success. But again, I have no clue on how to include it in a business book in this day and age. So, in closing, Ken always loved this saying when I first introduced him to it back in 2005. And I believe it captures the spirit of what we share with everyone here at DHL. Because what we do here and now does indeed echo into eternity. So, I sincerely hope that the few items on my checklist of what I can recall adds value to the writing of this book and its release, so that others internally and externally can learn and continue to build upon the legacy that Ken Allen, our international specialist, helped inaugurate into what it is today, thus leaving a legacy for others to build upon.
love is